As it's a lovely sunny day, I thought I'd do a different sort of construction project. Now I have this rather old and rather battered skirt, which is extremely comfortable, but the material is going into holes. There's nothing left. I've tried to sew it up, but there's nothing left to sew to. So I'm afraid I thought, okay, let's reverse engineer it. You can see that it's made of panels, which I think they call it cord. They get wider towards the bottom, and there's 8 of those panels and then a waistband. So I've reverse engineered it, and we can come up with these panels, which I'm now ready to sew together. So I've pinned them all along here, ready to sew up, and I'm going to do it by hand because I do everything the difficult way. That's just me. And you can see the light's a bit awkward today. It's the shadows. It's sudden whitewash. It actually gets worse than this. Yeah, here we go. Look. Now, when the sun's out like that, it's really nice for sewing. But if it shines in your eyes, you can't see a thing. And you're sewing with black thread. Whoops. Black thread on a black material. It's incredibly difficult unless you're in bright light. Anyway, I've got 8 of these to sew together. So let's see how we get on. I forgot to mention that when I've got 8 of these pieces to cut out, it was made easier by doing a paper pattern. So I measured the dimensions and cut out a piece of paper, and then it's a simple matter of laying the paper onto the material, pinning it on and snipping up the sides, and that makes it consistent. And because the reverse side of the material is outermost, I folded the material in half and cut it so that the reverse side was outermost. So these panels are identical. Any slight errors here all match up. So it will be a doddle to sew together. And why don't I use a sewing machine? Well, this is knitted material, and it's a real pig to sew on a machine. I don't think I've got the right needle on the machine, and I quite like sitting in the sun sewing. It doesn't matter to me that it's going to take a whole day to sew the one side up. It's something to do in the sun, listening to some music or something like that. And here we have the finished product. It's about 6 months later, and it's now midsummer and it's pouring with rain, and this has seen 6 months of gardening, painting, creosoting. It's been caught by brambles, and the shine has gone off the fabric now. But it's still working extremely well. The waistband's a bit tatty, but it does the job, and it was only for tatting around it anyway. There's the seams. It doesn't show up very well, but yeah, you get the idea. And for some reason this camera seems to be on zoom. I can't get it far enough away to show the whole thing. But that was a successful construction project, and a different one. And this is like filming a black cat down a coal mine, but that's the way it hangs in real life. It sort of drapes, but it's very difficult to show. Black is such a difficult colour to work with.